Dan Nation, it's your boy, Guy Fieri, and today we're rolling out Irish style. Today we're putting a modern twist on a classic Irish drink, Triple D style. This ditty's a little rock star I like to call slamming her haircut in it, Shalita Gay. Start with a big splash of your favorite Irish stout. Oh, then we're gonna add in 4 ounces of corned beef hash that we marinated overnight and are totally off the hook whiskey Smarties roux. Splash in some traditional Irish turkey gravy to give it that totally out of this world creamy consistency we're looking for. Oh, blend it all together. Last but not least, drop in a shot of spicy chipotle mayo as a shout out to the southwest region of Ireland. Happy St. Patty's Day, Dan Nation. That is, that is not taking the boat to Flavor Town. That tastes like the box score. Oh, shut the front door. Oh, the box score starts right now. Oh, God.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Coward for box score.
Welcome to the box score. I'm Brock in LA, joined by the Danettes in Milford. Happy St. Patty's Day. Seton, was there any viable reason? Yes, I got my hat on. The rule is if you go to sleep with it and you wake up with it, you wear it at work the next day. Seton, my question to you, was there any reason given that none of the Danettes wore green today?
Oh, well, I mean, some of the Danettes wore green today. Actually, if you want to just, hold on a second.
Hold on.
Get this going for you. Oh, wait a minute. Is this on? Are we good? Oh.
Can't show that, kids.
No, truth is, you know what? I'm not a big wear green on St. Patrick's Day. I feel like I kind of fly the flag all year round. So to me, it's not that it's another day. I love St. Patrick's Day. I absolutely love it. But I don't like the shamrock googly things and the shamrock eyeglasses and the hat that you're wearing, all those kind of things. I feel like it makes a mockery of the whole thing.
I remembered I just didn't have anything green, so I was kind of bummed out. I was going through the closet.
What about that green sport coat that you wore for 10 straight years every time we went anywhere that was a formal occasion?
That unfortunately doesn't fit anymore. Found a lot of orange and blue, but just could not find the green I was looking for.
Okay, you're an Eagles fan. You would have been having
I would have been covered.
Paulie, the Bagpipers made their return to the man cave. Can you tell us why they weren't big fans of McLovin?
Well, I didn't remember this at first, but I guess either last year or the year before, McLovin chastised them for being kind of ladylike by wearing kilts, which is a manly thing over in Scotland and Ireland.
Well, yeah, we know Braveheart, so I don't know why he would do that. DP made sure McLovin was punished on this festive holiday. Check this out.
Oh, this guy just enjoyed it too much. The guy with the white sweater came by 4 times.
Yeah,
I could see, I'm like, wait, I know that.
Some of them were enjoying the squatting process
Yeah.
a little more.
Oh yeah, that guy curves to the left. He's been here 3 or 4 times. No,
to the left.
it wasn't like that. Actually, some of them were wearing underwear.
Well, he had a turtleneck, probably top and bottom. Who knows? McLovin, you were technically punished, but we asked the boss whether he thought you actually enjoyed it since you were the center of attention. Let's see what he said in this edition of Boss's Thoughts.
I think that's one of those where McLovin likes being center of attention, but the center of his attention was somebody's undercarriage. No, I don't think he enjoyed that at all. I think that there was nervous laughter and screams by McLovin. He was good though.
Fritzy, do you agree with the boss, or can you think of a better punishment you would have liked to see?
No, I think that was perfect. He was concerned as soon as it was brought up as a possibility that the whole group there was going to be marching around and basically squatting over him with the kilts. That was apropos for St. Patrick's Day. It was great. Paulie got the whole group in as he does every year to have them play, and just seeing the expression on McLovin's face, even before he had to lay down and assume the position, was priceless. He was definitely uncomfortable.
Can we just kill this term punishment? Because punishment implies I did anything wrong, and that's not how it works around here. You know, punishment is like sort of a cause and effect thing.
It's more
if
of a
Dan
punking.
thinks it'll be awesome for him to watch and enjoy,
Sort of a
then it's going to
Dan's
happen.
whim.
He can figure out the crime later. He's just good at doling out the punishment.
Brock, I love when we do things that are kind of surreal moments where like 5 minutes ago, if you told me this was going to happen, I really like bagpipers, and I watch these guys, and they're really doing their formal, singing and everything, and then I look down, there's McLovin right here, and if you would have shot me, I'm laughing my tail off. It was really funny.
Well, the thing that was interesting too is that how readily available they were to do this. Like this is a normal thing on the stop. Like we're just gonna walk over this dude like this.
Right.
Like they do that everywhere. It's part of the gig.
Yeah, I was hoping that they'd have some class and maybe not do that, but
No, they seemed pretty enthusiastic about the idea.
But they did. I think they appreciated that I stepped out for Amazing Grace, which was awesome, by the way.
They did a good job.
Yeah, because that would not have been as cool to sort of see that during Amazing Grace.
I thought it was sort of ironic that you had to look straight noon, but all you had to do was clock your head a little bit over to 10 o'clock, and you could have watched the Wall of Morale, but you stayed right at 12. That's following through
Watch
on
that word
that.
clock.
All right, well, back row, you can sit this topic out because we're going to talk drinking. Paulie, Seton, do you got any good St. Patty's Days stories you can quickly share?
I got two. I was once at a bar once, and a guy got hit, and his tooth was loose. And this guy said, I'm a dentist, I could pull it out properly. And he grabbed pliers from behind the bar and pulled this guy's tooth out in front of everybody. And the guy was drinking beer while it was happening. That was one where I'm like, this is nuts. And then one time I mentioned on air, I was playing pool against some firefighters. I beat this guy, I put the rack around his neck, and he was a big dude, and he punched me square in the face. And I got up, because any other fight, I've been in a few fights, you get up and you go back at it. I looked, and he's twice my size, and he's got 20 guys with him that are twice my size.
Yeah.
I literally had just to go up and apologize, which is a weird thing in a fist fight.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, sorry about that.
St. Patrick's Day really has been, I've sort of been brought up in a culture of St. Patrick's Day where it's really a week long. The town I grew up in, South Amboy, New Jersey, was once in the Guinness Book of World Records for most bars in a square mile. So the parade there is a really big deal. The town is split right down the middle between Irish and Polish. So it's really a culture and a way of life that I was brought up in. My basement as a kid had like England Get Out of Ireland posters and stuff like that. So this is something that I'm very well versed in.
Well, the boss also has the Irish blood flowing through him, and he reflected on today's holiday. Let's take a look.
The Italians have a festival. All we do is have, keg stands. Something's lost there. The elegance. Hey, you're Irish. Oh, you must be a drunk. Oh, you like potatoes? Yeah, okay. Want to see my leprechaun? Yeah.
The Irish are good-natured people, and we take a lot of punches because it is the sort of, oh, hey, you must be drunk, and nice red nose, and oh, you little leprechaun. And yeah, the Italians, for some reason, they don't have any of that stuff. I don't know if we brought it on ourselves or if we were just amenable to it for all this time, but yeah.
Well, Fritzy, you do sort of have a drinking story as it relates to St. Patty's Day, and you shared that one in the box. Now, please cover your ears if you're squeamish. Let's take a look.
Not too many years ago, where I got a Shamrock Shake at the Golden Arches, and had forgotten that I drank that and didn't think much of it. But hours later, ended up seeing something come out of me that was like a kryptonite neon green. That was with my background and health situation, made it even more frightening. And I was very close until I Googled, possible things that can come out of you from a Shamrock Shake. I thought something was very, very wrong. And to this day, I stay away from that. And every time St. Patrick's Day comes around, I take an extra look at what's happening to me internally. Oof, yeah, that's. I just remember being panic-stricken, and I thought I had to be rushed to the emergency room. I've never seen, I've seen all kinds of things come out of me, good, bad, indifferent. But something, and I had forgotten that I had drank that. So all I know is what I'm looking at before I proceeded to flush, and I didn't know what to do. I'm calling family. I was about to call 911, and then all of a sudden it hit me that I drank that green beverage, the Shamrock Shake.
I so wish you would have called 911, and then that was the story. That'd have been like in the New York Post.
I don't know what chemicals or what they make that with, but there's nothing. What came out of me should not come out of me.
Fritzy, let me ask you a question. That Shamrock Shake story is sort of becoming a tradition every year around this time. Why do you feel the need to share that with us every year?
I probably shouldn't because it's kind of disgusting.
That being said, we should do it next year.
I will definitely do it next year. This is, I want to be part of the whole Irish tradition of St. Patrick's Day. I don't have any good drinking stories, but I do have my Shamrock Shake stool story, so there you go. So I got to share that.
So are bowels, you're on the table or off?
Bowels are on the table if I initiate the discussion.
Understood.
When you guys do, that it's mean-spirited and I get my feelings hurt. But the Shamrock Shake story is very appropriate, and once a year I think we can all get through it. And I'm glad it was related to a drink and not some significant intestinal problem.
If we bought another Shamrock Shake for you and had it delivered to the studio, would you drink it if I bought it for you?
I don't think I would because it just brings back really bad
memories. Is that a no?
It's probably a no because the drink.
Not for the good of the show?
What if Dan asked you?
I would have to get it cleared by proctologists and gastroenterologists.
Even better.
If they said nothing will happen to you, just realize that you're going to see green for a while, then no harm, no foul.
I think we also have to check into human resources violations on who are going to make film the second half of the story.
Yeah, because the colonoscopies have to be clear, and that stuff leaves a stain for probably for months. So that's probably not a good idea for me to drink any one of those anytime soon and get a clear imaging picture for a future CAT scans and X-rays.
Yeah, 911, what's your emergency? This is El Baño, and I've made some chili verde. Help me. All right, coming up, training day has begun for McLovin. But first, let's have some more from the Emerald Society Pipes and Drums.
What about you, Olive Oil?
I weigh a lot more than you guys, except for Fritzy.
I'm going to put this out there. If McLovin can bench 200 one time clean,
we will
he does not have to do the wheel of punishment.
Are you willing to do that?
When is this event taking place?
1 week from today.
Done!
Okay. McLovin's.
I like how you say it with fear and trepidation.
Welcome back to the Box Score. I'm Brock. McLovin, you made that bold wager last week, but it seems like you're off to a bad start. You tweeted that over the weekend that you actually hurt your back. Have you recovered? And what's the update on your training, please?
Well, I'll be honest, Brock. I thought I was done. Done. I was putting up a couple plates.
Couple plates. I like the way you said that.
I felt sort of a stiffness creep into my upper back. I'm like, this is not good.
Throwing up some dishes?
I was tossing around the iron as Dan said last week.
Some quarters, some dimes, some nickels.
I had 2 plates, but see, 2 plates I think applies 2 plates on one side. I had 2 plates, period.
Total.
Anyway, so I thought it was done, but then I took a lot of Advil. I had a heating pad on my back. I think I'm going to be okay, but I couldn't really train.
Well, apparently your training has affected your ability to turn on your microphone. Let's take a look.
If I hear that one more time, I'm going to strangle somebody. Who can he guard? That's $1.
Hey, we're going to have a great party one day.
Why don't you turn on your microphone? Do you understand how this works? You see this right here? Got a camera, and then you have a microphone.
I have a valid excuse.
For the camera to pick up what you're saying.
Dan, I've been loading up on whey protein this week for my bench press, and I've been drinking a lot of fluids per the instructions on the back of the bottle. So I'm going to the bathroom every 5 minutes.
I don't care. I want to hear you when you go to the bathroom now. Keep your microphone on. I'm going to tape it so it's always on.
You're changed for 20.
2 things, Broccoli. I still can't figure out how McLovin can't remember to turn his mic on. It's been so many years. But more so, I think McLovin may be sandbagging us as a group with this bench press thing. I think he did well over the weekend. I think he's really close to benching 200, and I think his confidence is high. And I think he's going to downplay it and then just unload on us on Friday. That's what I think is going to happen.
Jeez, I hope you are right, Paulie. I gotta tell you, I didn't get close to 200. I didn't max out though, so I'm sort of counting. There's definitely an unknown. I do have a feeling I might get it because I feel like I'm going to be, the one-time thing.
I'm very concerned. I'm hoping that you're close because I haven't spotted somebody in many years, and if I'm the one that's going to be over you, I don't want any kind of serious damage. If you're stuck in the middle and I got to, in that awkward position, I try to pull it up.
Speaking of awkward positions, now, McLovin, you should ask for Fritzy to wear underwear because when you're laying on a bench and the spotter is by your head,
that's a good point.
That whole area is open al fresco.
Well, you already had some experience with the bagpiper.
I've had a lot of experience with that. By the way, that's a good poll question. Who's more likely to get injured, me lifting or Fritzy spotting? I definitely see surgery for both of them. Can we have the first ever double surgery from a weightlifting?
Spotting somebody. I never like when someone asks me to spot.
Who decided Fritzy was going to spot me? Because I will.
You're allowed to pick your spotter. Dan has to approve it.
Okay.
Yeah, you may want to rethink the original game plan.
Yeah, make sure your hands are nice and dry, Fritzy, please, for the safety of everyone. Seton, you usually love to see McLovin crash and burn, but as we can see from this tape here, that you're the one here tapping your mic pack here to alert McLovin that his mic was off. Is this a sign that you're putting the show ahead of letting McLovin ruin another segment?
Yeah, I think after just years of sort of these guys chiseling away and breaking me down, especially McLovin, a sort of nicer side of me has reemerged that it's like, okay, I don't have to call him out every time. And I try to do it subtly, and it goes for all the guys where I'd say, like, I'll try to get their attention with a little whistle and a point or something like that. You know?
Where does that money go to, that dollar?
As far as I know, there's about $50 in a big bowl over there, and we haven't used it yet.
Yeah, that's my kid's college education in that bowl over there.
That's like all your money.
All my money.
At least 45 of that 50.
I got 20 in there.
There's some Starbucks gift certificates with no value in there too, as well, that I threw in.
Awesome. All right, guys, stay right there. Coming up, the boss gets some new gear, and the Danettes will mock us with their best headlines. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Box Score. I'm Brock, joined by the Danettes. Paulie, DP said he was rooting for Dayton in the tournament, but he was presented with an Eastern Kentucky jersey today.
Yeah, we had the coach on from EKU last week, and he said he was going to send that jersey in. And I think Dan got a little emotional, putting the old jersey back on for the first time since the 70s.
Do you guys all watch the tournaments together during March Madness?
I would say quite a bit because we get off work right when the first rack of games is starting. So those 12 o'clock till 2 o'clock games, we're sitting right here watching the TVs above my head, and it's fantastic. We have complete control. We're not surrounded by morons, and then we can go out later if we want, but it's kind of like we get to watch those first rack of games all by ourselves.
All right, excellent. Selection Sunday highlighted a big weekend in sports, so we thought this would be a great time to put on your thinking caps as it's time for another edition of
Mark Headline Battle Royale.
Okay, I'll give you a headline, and you give me a mock headline. Bonus points if you put a little Irish twist on it. First headline, SMU gets snubbed for the tournament. Let's start with the back row. McLovin.
All right, bear with me here, Brock.
Oh, boy.
It's the SMU Mustangs, correct?
Yes, it is.
Mustang Selection Committee, what's your problem?
Okay.
I like that.
That's a dandy one. All right, front row, Paulie.
Off SMU, Pony depressed. SMU upset about the tourney snub. Pony depressed.
Actually, very nice, very nice. Fritzy, what do you have?
What can Brown do for selection committee? Apparently not much.
Whoa!
You've used a version of that before.
I've used a version of everything.
Maybe a nod to a sponsor, who knows? And finally, Seton, your mock headline.
Brown bald. SMU snub is stinky.
Okay.
Just like that headline.
We're just sort of sticking around that toilet humor today.
Brown
with
bald. They got locked out.
Poo and all
It's
that.
like black ball, brown ball.
Okay. Second headline, Clippers win their 11th straight. Fritzy, let's start with you.
What's up, Doc? Clips rolling on the rivers. What's up, Doc? Clips rolling on the rivers.
Okay. Seton, you're next.
If the Clippers win 11 straight in a forest, does it make a sound? Who knows? It's not really on my radar. Deep idea.
Very nice. McLovin, what do you got?
It goes to 11. Clips rock under Doc.
And the crowd cheers. And finally, Paulie.
I could literally think of nothing, so mine is Clippers win their 11th straight game.
Nice.
You channel a little Seth Meyers right there.
That's fine. That's
That was
fine.
solid.
All right, our final headline. Coach K gets a technical for throwing a pin. Front row, you first. Let's go with seat.
All right, this is the one I'm proud of because it's the most Fritzy-esque. Ridiculous. Coach K Tech has Blue Devils seeing red.
All right. Well, let's go to Fritzy. Can you match that?
Little Miss Marker. Coach K throws girly tantrum. I believe there's a 1934 movie with Shirley Temple called Little Miss Marker.
Okay. For those who weren't alive
threw a pen,
during the free war, Polly, you next.
I believe there was.
There's like 8 people on Earth who got that reference, and 7 of them just died. TKO.
I like it. Simple, to the point. And finally, McLovin.
Okay, this is deep, so bear with me. The pen is mightier than the zone.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, that gets applause.
I thought that was very esoteric.
There we go.
Very nice.
There we go.
Okay, let's. The mock headline championship belt goes to Fritzy.
Barely.
What?
It was the Little
I don't
Miss
really know
Marker.
about
That's the first time I've ever shown up for this battle royale, and I didn't get it.
This is questionable at best.
If possible, Fritzy dated himself even more.
Brown ball.
Little Miss Marker, what does that even
1934
mean?
Shirley
Snub is
Temple, Little Miss
stinky.
Marker. Yeah, baby. That's right.
Okay,
Charlie
coming up,
Chaplin
we had our
reference.
own Shamrock Shake here in LA, but first, let's take a look at a scene from one of DP's favorite movies.
Less scared coming. Check. It hurts, doesn't it? All your hopes down the drain. That ace couldn't have helped. I bet it all. You're right. The ace didn't help me. I flopped the nut straight. You mother! Yet! All night, this son of a bitch, he check. He trapped me. Why are you feeling satisfied now, Teddy? Because I could go on busting you up all night. He beat me. Straight up. Pay him. Pay that man his money. Oh, me lucky charms! Happy St. Paddy's Day from the box score!
Welcome back to the Box Score. I'm Brock. This is the Box Score Bar, where I'm glad I'm at right now. It was a big weekend. As you guys might have heard, we had a little earthquake in LA during the first hour of the show. McLovin, were you worried about me?
No, not at all.
I like your honesty. Straightforward.
I was worried about the person that you jumped on to protect, but not you.
You know, the thing that is actually interesting about an earthquake in LA is that not only are all of our TV, pieces run out of there, all of our radio comes out of there too. So that's definitely something that's important to keeping the whole show going.
Brock, how did you handle it out there?
Well, I lived out here for 2 years, and I really haven't got too many shakers. I've got used to them. This one was only a 4.4, so I think I handled this one with some grace. Basically, didn't even really feel it too much, but...
Sure you did. Well, the I-Team has some exclusive footage from this morning that shows your actual reaction during the earthquake. Roll it.
I'm good up to that first break, and then we're going to go ahead and take black... That's it! No! That's not funny. That's tragic. And
That's actually not that bad compared to the weathercaster.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, why would I jump under a piano? I'm not an earthquake guy.
You should have jumped on the piano to protect it.
People should be jumping under you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm big. I'm very large. Okay. I thought I was just shaking from yesterday still. Okay, Fritzy, who's on tomorrow?
Kenny Smith, Greg Anthony will join us. Also Steve Smith, former Panther, now new Ravens wide receiver, and he's got some strong words about his former Carolina team.
All right, thank you, Mr. Shamrock. Thanks for watching The Box Score. Tune in weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern only on Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Cheers. Aaron Gobra.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching The Box Score. Holy cow!